All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol AAPL, Apple Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. What a run for Apple. I mean, Apple ran up in an upward direction. I had stated that if it broke through the resistance, it would start to hit newer highs and newer levels of resistance, right? So it broke through it, and honestly, where we're at now, we're going to have to see what is important for tomorrow. Obviously, our support levels and resistance were way down here in this area, and it just broke through it and it hit newer highs. So we're going to look at this very narrowly, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit broader because Apple has had a recovery, and I've been stating for a while now 138 is the most important number for this chart, and all the way down here 103 is the most important number for this chart as well when it comes to support levels, and 138 as one of the resistance levels. This is one of the highest points that Apple has reached in this recovery and back into this bullish run. Now the question is, could Apple maintain it and continue? Well, obviously they had an announcement that there are special days coming up this month, and I believe that's what's created this amazing catalyst. I mean, this ran up a total amount of almost $10, and we're definitely seeing how bullish the bulls and investors are on this stock. So let's look at some things here. Again, 138 is one of the most important resistance levels and one of the most important support levels, which is where it leveled off before it dipped a little harder and then ran up. This number right here, 120, let's just remove the 08. I just want to round it down to keep it as a whole number and no confusion. 120.08 is a super important number because that's our first support level, getting closer to the 50-day moving average as of right now and as of where the chart stands. So 120.08 is an important support level to keep in mind. Now, I want to zoom in so we can see our 50-day moving average and how important this number is as well. 119.44 is our 50-day moving average, not too far from that support level. This lets us know on what side of the chart we're in. Are the bulls in control or are the bears in control? As long as we're above it, the bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are gaining control. So we need to keep that in mind and bear that in mind that Apple Inc. right now is in bullish territory. It has had a run, and as long as it stays above 119.44 for now, it is in bullish territory. If that gets crossed, we end up in bearish territory down here. We're going to zoom in here and see what's more important now for tomorrow on this stock chart. And I'm going to be honest, for this bullish run to continue, tomorrow they have to break through resistance. They need to continue the momentum because this could catch up fairly quickly to the stock price and get this back into bearish territory. So the bulls need to continue to load up on stocks, continue this run, continue the rally, and continue to break through newer highs, pulling further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. Right now it's at 124.77, and our resistance level here is 125.19. Once that gets broken through and turned into a support, the bulls are on their way to test newer highs and newer resistance levels, getting closer to the most important number, which is 138, so that this can see newer highs and newer levels of resistance. On the other end, we have what the bears want, and the bears want to cross through this support, 123.60. That's the lowest point in this sideways movement. Again, back down here to 120 is the next support level, but before getting there, 123.60 is what the bears want to break through to start to bring this one down. I want to emphasize how important it is, any support level that this breaks through, whether it's 120 or 123.60, because of the fact that this could be on its way down to newer lows fairly quickly if it breaks through support. I know it's still in bullish territory, and there's a window to go ahead and see what's going on, but if this breaks through 123.60, I'd still keep in mind how quickly is this moving down and how is it reacting? Are the bears tearing this one down fairly quickly? Is it kind of hanging out sideways? Are the bulls even trying to reappear? What's the inflow and outflow of the charts? how much is the volume coming in, coming out, and see for yourself what's going on. Also, put your 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute charts to pay very close attention to how it's reacting. It's super important. But you do have this large window here between the support and the 50-day moving average, as well as the support down here at 120, to go ahead and see what's going on because you're still in bullish territory. Now, even though you have that, you still want to bear in mind that the bulls don't want this to happen. They don't want 123.60 to be broken through, and the bears can actually start to gain leverage because they're already breaking through the first support level and they're getting closer to the 50-day moving average by breaking through it. And that's why you need to pay very close attention to the behavior of this stock. Now, again, the bulls need to break through 125.19. I want to emphasize that so this can reach newer highs and newer levels of resistance. This is great momentum here for the bulls, but for this to continue, they need to break through the resistance, pull further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction to reach newer highs. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell by turning on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watch this video. And at the end of this video, I have a pop-up video. I highly recommend watching it. It's going to talk about the S&P 500 index, and there's some great news for tomorrow. I know that it might be a little late to find out about it if you haven't known already, but the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets weekly and on scheduled dates. Tomorrow is the next one. In that video, I go into further detail about it and how I put the S&P 500 in correlation to the dates and what is going on. So just to summarize it, the S&P 500 is rising up several points on these scheduled dates. What does that mean for us as investors? Well, there's an opportunity because if the S&P 500 index is rising several points, there are individual ticker symbols rising up with it. And these individual ticker symbols are rising anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot per share, but it does add up. Profits are profits. As I always say, if you can put in $1 into the market and get back $2, you've done a phenomenal job. That's what the market's all about, putting in something and getting more than what you put. And I really applaud every investor that can actually maintain themselves focused on that mentality and not get too greedy on trying to make it $5, $10. It's all about making sure that you put in a certain amount and you got out with more than what you put in, no matter what it is. And this strategy, it does not guarantee you profits, but it does help every investor and viewer that comes across it to maximize profits and minimize losses. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to inform every investor and viewer on the great news that there's an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses with this strategy. You can see it for yourselves, but in the video, I also use the chart, I use the dates, and you can see it all there. The charts explain it for themselves. I'm just there to break it down for everyone, and I want you guys to go ahead and be well equipped to make your next moves for the next pumps or the next coming weeks, or even other things that you may be aware of and you're like, whoa, this might help me in this area. So I hope that you guys feel encouraged or inclined to watch it. I don't want you guys to miss it and miss out or overlook that information. Click on the video. It's about to pop up if it hasn't already. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.